used to this, but we have to keep in mind the context of what happened not too long ago. This is a very high state of alert right now for everybody involved on the ground. Thank you, Testing2741, for the $5 donation. I really appreciate it. Testing with the $5 donation said, did you see the video of the mayor saying ICE need to get the F out of Minneapolis? He's trying to embolden people. I did. We actually, that was the very first video we watched at the beginning of this live stream. So yes, I did see that. And I appreciate the donation, and thank you for letting me know. We have another donation real quick from Rasita36. $2 donation. She says, you are a crook mayor. Thank you for that donation. And yeah, these are the same agents that were just down the road from the situation that occurred as far as the shooting. So it looks like they moved on. Again, we don't know exactly what their operation is. It's very easy just to say, oh, they're just doing deportations, but
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where
Eve has so many ads right now.
not a blockade, where they stop you, where you're coming through and they can stop you. I can't think of the word right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But they have a lot more leeway.
A roadblock? Now
that they're in the interior of the United States, away from that 100-mile zone, I think they have to be a little more careful as far as how they operate, broader sweeps. They don't have as much leeway with the broader sweeps. Yeah, checkpoints. I apologize. That's very lame of me to not know the word checkpoint. And again, you can go compare how they were operating in Chicago to how they're operating here. In Chicago, they had a lot more leeway legally. Now, a press conference was done. I am very curious what the, is it still open? Very curious what the chief of police had to say. Let me try to sync this up for you.
Among them is our chief of police. I'll invite him up. Chief.
My name is Brian O'Hara, BRIANO''HARA. I am the Minneapolis Police Chief. This morning, Minneapolis police officers received
all the sound to the left side. It's not just you guys, okay? It's him. I don't know what happened.
Of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident, meaning shots had been fired. Minneapolis police officers responded to the scene. We arrived and found a woman with a gunshot wound to the head. Life-saving measures were performed at the scene, including CPR. The woman was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she has since been pronounced deceased. The preliminary information that we have indicates that this woman was in her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue.
And again, you guys can go and watch the video yourselves and make a determination. If you guys have watched the video, you will see there is her vehicle and Homeland Security. Again, I haven't seen this. I don't know exactly what he's going to say, but what he is saying, it is lining up with what everybody is reporting right now.
Midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off.
I go to C-SPAN if you want to hear the
two shots
audio,
were fired.
folks. Sorry,
the vehicle
at least,
then crashed on the side
maybe
of
if
the
he
roadway.
watches my video, he'll know.
Minneapolis police officers secured the crime scene and assisted in trying to preserve the evidence that is there. We have since turned over the scene
hard to do this
both
stuff,
to the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, which will be conducting an investigation into this use of deadly force.
Yeah. So again, there's going to be multiple investigations here, which is standard. I mean, ICE also conducts their investigations, Homeland.
I want to thank the mayor, city council president, other members of the city council.
Yeah, I know, and I see your guys' comments. Again, I'm just trying to show you guys all the different aspects. I think sometimes we get a little too sucked into our algorithms, and I can see what a lot of you are saying, and that's why I make these videos, so that you can contrast and compare.
State legislators that were on the scene. This has been a very difficult time for everyone in the city. And this is obviously a very, very tragic situation where a woman has lost her life. That being said, in addition to this tragedy, which unfortunately we did predict, we were seriously concerned about further escalation from the scene. And I wanna thank
Wouldn't
the
I
elected
told you
officials
so
that came
moment? You need to
themselves,
say that
to help us
as a
prevent that
chief
from
of
happening,
police?
as well as the individuals on
That's
that scene that
amazing.
remained peaceful.
And then what is that
we already
sign language
reacted
doing
to
over
some
there?
of the on the ground. I mean, we just watched that video. That was technically still
Finger
on the
pointing?
scene. What we just watched before this, where the car was
He
surrounded.
told you so?
When I initially
that what that
reacted to
was?
the first sequence
Oh
of
my,
events,
I gotta
like
take a
minutes
breath.
after the shots were fired, I don't know exactly what he's referring to as far as like the protesting, but there were protesters there.
And that abided by law enforcement instructions so that we could preserve that scene and ensure that a full and transparent investigation can take place. That being said, I just echo the mayor's comments that we ask that the community continue to call for peace. We understand people are going to be upset about what happened, and people are going to want to exercise their First Amendment rights. But please do so safely and lawfully to ensure that we
First
do not
Amendment
have
doesn't
any
mean
further
smashing in
tragedy
windows.
in this city or destruction. Thank you.
Okay, let me know what you think about that. Did it sound accusatory? Do you think he was trying to be as in the middle as possible? I mean, when you listen to the mayor, it's very hard to not listen to an accusatory aspect of how he is speaking of the situation in terms of what he's saying verbally and written.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, council members.
And it should be noted, the St. Paul Police Department, they are still under investigation as far as cooperating or helping Homeland Security in a situation. Nobody lost their lives, but I think a month ago, Homeland Security asked for help. Protesters were there, surrounded the scene, and the police, they were being investigated. So I am curious what's going to happen here if anyone is accusing the sheriff department or police of being complacent with this. I'm curious because these sanctuary laws, they get very gray. You know?
Sure. I'll open it to questions.
Any idea on the identity of the ICE officer who fired those shots at this point?
I don't have that information, no. The question was, is there an identity of the ICE officer that fired? I do not have that.
Wow. Thank you, Testing 2741, $2 donation. He says, how are they justifying the legal observer claim? I have no idea. This is all super fresh. And the term legal observer, it's not like an old one, but in the circle of ICE watch or ICE watchers, ICE trackers, you hear the terminology of legal observer. And that's actually what the Congresswoman Omar also referred to the person as, a legal observer. Thank you, Rhea, $5 donation real quick. Thank you for helping us not have blinders on. We need to see what other people are hearing so we can help them wake up. Thank you so much, Rhea. Everybody say thank you to those donations. I appreciate it. God bless you guys. I am surprised somebody asked if they had the identity of the ICE agent, though. That is a rather interesting first question.
A position from helping the lady who was shot. Is that true? We've seen videos all over social media that someone tried to help this lady, and they were told, they were pointing guns at and told to get away. Do you know about that at all?
So the question was, there's information out there that people tried to help the woman that was shot, and ICE officers then pointed guns at them and told them to leave. I do not have that information. I myself saw a video of the shots being fired as the car was driving away. What I can tell you is the narrative that this was just done in self-defense is a garbage narrative.
Wow.
That is not true. It has no truth.
Wow, okay.
What'd I miss?
Now I'm gonna pull a clip up for you guys here. This clip is circulating right now. Let me do this for you live real quick. I'm just letting the lawmakers speak for themselves, and you guys can come up with a decision how you feel about it. Oh, here we go. Here's Governor Tim Walz. I've been waiting for a response from him 30 minutes ago, and then I'm going to show you something. I've seen the video. Don't believe this propaganda machine. The state will ensure there is full, fair, and expeditious, can't say the word, expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice. Okay, so again,
So
governor,
he's basically
mayor,
trying to cover it up.
chief of
and
police
saying
was like
that-
almost in the middle, more leaning
Right.
towards what the mayor had to say as
Well,
far as like accusatory statements. All right, I'm gonna show you something real quick.
Sorry, guys, I had to premiere my thing.
Derek
here.
Evans just posted this. Not that, this.
Appear. We'll see what the investigation reveals, that the shot came from in front of the vehicle. Just get your thoughts now on what we know so far.
Okay, so that's what the story really is. What it seems to all come down to. The use. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects here. Legal observers, excessive use of force. Were there warnings? Did it come from the front or the side? Again, that's going to be up to how you guys feel about it, you know. And I see donations coming in. Testing 274 says, do the mayor know he's telling lies? That's what Testing said for $2 donation. Thank you. And Alex Will has become a member. Thank you for becoming a member. Yes, Holman has been saying he is afraid that eventually there's going to be some sort of violence. And actually, the mayor of Minneapolis said 2 weeks ago he also thought there was going to be some sort of
I'm
violence.
sad to
like
say this, but I'm not surprised.
whether
the way
ICE
people
agent
are,
or the
people
other
are
way
doing
around.
this crazy thing
So
where
thank
they
you for
think
those
they
donations.
can just assault people with decibel levels that could rupture eardrums. But it's just
Yeah,
okay,
so Governor
right?
Tim Walz, I'm not seeing anybody obviously on the side of Homeland Security as far as lawmakers are concerned in Minnesota. 3 hours ago, my public safety team is working to gather information on ICE-related shooting this morning. Let's see if Omar has an update on her statement. I'm just curious what they have to say. Representative Omar, who has actually been pretty quiet on social media. Nope. And again, just to show you guys, Omar is referring to the person as also a legal observer. All right. Let me see if there's any other relevant updates for you guys. I cannot show you guys the video, unfortunately. But again, all of the outlets are debating right now whether or not this was excessive use of force. The angle of the video was the shot fired from the front. Yeah. So that is what we're waiting for, to see all of the rest of the updates here. And by the way, I just said not too long ago this happened on this live stream. I said in St. Paul this also happened. Many people didn't report on it. This happened in St. Paul. Cuban national charged with assaulting federal officers with a dangerous weapon. And the officers did have to draw their firearm. Nobody was talking about this. We talked about it on my channel. So I just wanted to show you guys this mission has always been dangerous. It's just, you know, if you don't hear about it, you don't hear about it, right? So just to let you guys know, this literally happened not too long ago in St. Paul. Okay, so those are all of the relevant updates. Obviously, the really big quote from the mayor himself is ICE, get the F out of Minneapolis. That's circulating right now for those of you that are unaware. And yeah, the video is out there. I am not going to be playing that video for you guys. I'm just going to assume you saw it, or you can go watch it. Now that you have both sides of like what people are saying, I hope I was able to provide you guys with a fair analysis, and then you can make your own determination how you feel about it. But as I make this video, I mean, updates are flying in constantly. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. We really do. Are we going to see more legal observers? Are we going to see protesters? Are we going to see Homeland Security push back more aggressively? Tear gas, pepper balls? I have no idea. No idea. I do know in Chicago, there was a progressive amount of time. It took about a month or two for it to get at its height of like protesters were surrounding Border Patrol. Border Patrol fires back with tear gas, pepper balls, to the point where the judge out there actually said you can't use tear gas. They lost the case, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, if you are new here, make sure to please subscribe to my channel. Make sure to please like the video. I will be keeping up to date on this. There's a lot more work we have to do, and I will be giving you guys the relative facts here. And there's other operations happening around the United States as well. So, okay, thank you guys again so much for the donations. Thank you again for everything, and please pray for peace. That is crucial. We need that right now. Thank you again for everything, guys. And turn on your notifications maybe. That helps because I am going live a lot more often. I don't want you guys to miss a thing. So thank you again for everything. God bless, and we'll see you guys all later.